And we're here for day 2, the bear hold. Now, let's chat a little bit about the bear hold real quick. Last video we did something called the dead bug. So the bear hold is basically the dead bug flipped around, and some people call it the alive bug, because we're no longer just like laying on the ground. Just like the dead bug, the bear hold looks a lot easier than it actually is, especially if you're doing it correctly, which we're gonna go over exactly how to do it here in this video. What's also really interesting about this movement is now you have gravity working against you, because you have to make sure that you can keep your core nice and tight, not just laying on the ground. So let's go through everything bear hold and then get to our second day challenge, which you better complete. Don't skip it. So before we actually get into the bear hold position, we're gonna go in the tabletop position. And while you're watching this video, feel free to do this with me. So you're gonna have your shoulders directly over the wrist, just like you were when you were flipped around in your dead bug. You're gonna have your hip directly over that knee, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna inhale, exhale, squeeze the glutes just like you did the other way. And this is gonna get your back to be nice and flat and literally do the same exact thing that you did on the floor, except now you're doing it up towards the air, okay? So grab onto the floor. And then you're gonna take your hands, take a look at them, and instead of just leaving them here, they're not just placed here, I want you to grab onto it with your fingers and basically turn them in as if you were gonna open up a jar of jelly or something, okay? Hold here. Now this is the tabletop hold. Now, in order to get into the bear hold, you're gonna hover your knees above the ground. Hover them above the ground, keep the back flat, and hold. Push the knees out. And everything should be shaking. Your arms are engaged, your legs are engaged, and your core is engaged. And you should be able to put a glass of water or shoe or something on your back. Does that count that I put this flip-flop on my back? So that is the bear hold. Now, for today's challenge, we're gonna do a little combination of the bear hold and the tabletop hold. And I want you to make sure that you post it, okay? Make sure you post this on your Instagram account, tag at Angela_Gargano and at StrongFeelsGood_, and this will lead you in the chance to maybe winning a Strong Feels Good hoodie, which is really exciting. This is gonna be a Tabata styled workout. So you're gonna repeat this 4 times, which is gonna be really, really fun. It's gonna be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I'm gonna walk through each movement with you and we're gonna go through it together once, but you're gonna do it 3 more times, okay? I'm not doing it all with you. Also, please note, this is a very wrist heavy challenge, so you're gonna wanna make sure that you warm up your wrist before you do anything. I like to do the classic little kid spaghetti, meatballs, cheese, and sauce situation. If you haven't seen me do this before in my classes, it makes it a lot more fun to warm up those wrists because you're gonna be on your wrist for a decent amount of time. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You're gonna repeat it 4 times. I'm just gonna go through it with you once so that you understand each move and that you do it all properly. Remember, slow it down. 20 seconds, really take your time and understand the movement as you're doing it. All right. We're gonna go into that tabletop that I explained before. Shoulders directly over the wrist, tuck the toes under, grab onto the floor, turn the elbows in, and we're just gonna hold here. Tabletop hold. We're not hovering our knees above the ground. We're holding here for 20 full seconds. Inhale, exhale. Make sure your core is nice and tight. Squeeze the glutes. We're just holding onto here. You're grabbing onto the floor with those hands. Hold, hold, hold. We're gonna go and rest in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out. We've got a 10-second rest, and next we're gonna go into an opposite arm, opposite leg extension. This time we're not hovering yet in that bear hold. Remember, this is kind of a progressive thing that we're going through. So you're gonna go into that tabletop hold position, turn the hands in, push, inhale, exhale, squeeze, and you're gonna extend the same arm and the same leg, opposite arm, opposite leg out, and then switch. You're just sliding it on the ground here. You're making sure you're maintaining and keeping that core position, just like you would be on a dead bug, but now flipped around. A few more seconds. 2, and 1. 10-second break, so this way you can get into your transition. We are now gonna go into that bear hold, so you're gonna feel it everywhere. Remember, if you're not feeling anything with this, you're probably doing it wrong, okay? So shoulders directly over the wrist. You're gonna inhale, exhale, squeeze the glutes, grab onto the floor, turn the jelly, and hover the knees above the ground, push the knees out. It's so funny, I feel like I always relate everything to food. You know, like spaghetti, meatballs, everything's always related to food. Hold, 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 hold. We're almost there, oof. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, come on out. Next up, we're gonna be doing the same bear hold position, except we're gonna lift our opposite arm and our opposite leg. We're just gonna lift them up and down. We're gonna try and keep our core nice and steady as we do that. So inhale, exhale, hover the knees above the ground, opposite arm, opposite knee. Slow and controlled. Oh my goodness, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, you'll take your 10-second break. You're gonna repeat this 3 more times, so 4 times in total. After you've done this, I want you to make sure that you post a sweaty selfie, tag at Angela_Argano, tag at strongfeelsgood_ for a chance to win a Strong Feels Good hoodie. Let's go. And don't forget to sign up for my 30-day core revolution challenge. This has been the best comprehensive core program ever, as people say, which is really, really cool. And what's cool about it is you have lifetime access to it and you can just do it over and over again. This is the perfect addition to anything that you're doing. And what's really cool about the core challenge that we were doing in April is we have added nutrition calls, Zoom calls, and all sorts of other things, and even $500 worth of prizes. So you won't want to miss this. If you're seeing this later than April, still get it, still do it. You're going to enjoy it.